today's lesson, our learning intention is I am learning about Dreamtime stories. And our success criteria is I can identify the main message of the Dreamtime story. I can discuss what the Dreamtime story was trying to teach us. I can use adjectives and I can use punctuation using full stops and capital letters. I'd like you to think now and perhaps write on your whiteboards some Australian animals that you know. I can think of one that climbs trees and is grey, that eats eucalyptus leaves. I can think of one that bounces along and has a very long tail. I can also think of a very round animal that has some spikes on its back. What did you come up with? Let's have a look at some. The koala is probably the most recognisable Australian animal that we can all think of. It's got that beautiful black big nose, fluffy ears, and strong claws, and they eat eucalyptus leaves. What are some other features that you can see or know about the koala? I wonder how the koala got his big nose. I wonder how he got those strong claws for climbing trees. Why don't we watch a story which is called Why Koala Has a Stumpy Tail? Because koalas only have little tails. I wonder how that happened. So stop the video here and I want you to go onto the link and watch the video on why koala has a stumpy tail. And then you're going to come back to this point in our lesson. Okay, welcome back. Did you like that story? I know I did. So who was your favourite character in that story? I think mine is Kangaroo because I think he was so persistent. He was very resilient, digging in the hole to try and get the water. And Koala wasn't a very good friend. So today we are going to create what's called a story cube. Now we were going to do this in class together, but we're now going to do it on our own at home. You can choose to use the link to make your cube, and then hopefully if you have a printer, print it out. Or you will find in your take-home pack a story cube template that you will be able to complete and cut out and glue together at the end. So if you click on the link, you will see this little screen come up that says Cube Creator. Now on the first screen, you will need to enter your name, which I've circled here for you. And as I mentioned, we are going to create a story cube. So you need to click on the red books here. And then you will come to this next screen that says Story Cube. And as we all know, we must have characters in our story. So you will need to type into this screen that says who were the main characters in the story. Now, if you need to go back to the story and watch it again, that is fine. But I want you to type into here the characters that were in the story. And then you will press the next button. the next part of your story cube, you will need to complete the setting. Now, the setting is where the story took place. Type it in and press the next button. The next part will be the conflict. This is the problem that happened in the story. So think about that, type it in, and press next. We're nearly there. The resolution is how the problem was resolved. Think about what Kangaroo did. Type it in, like last time, and then press next. The theme is what the topic or the subject of the story was. Now, this is where you're going to really need to think hard because there is a message in this story and you need to think about what that message is. It might have something to do with our school values. Bit of a clue for you there. Complete the theme and press next. So this is the last part, and this is the part where you get to tell us what your favorite part of the story was. Complete this section and you can press next and then finish. Then this final screen will come up and congratulations, you are ready to print out your story cube. So if you press on print and select your printer, you'll be able to print it out and cut it out, glue all the pieces you need to, and then put it together. And you will have your story cube. Now, of course, if you are working with the paper format, the headings are there for you, and I've gone through what each heading means, and you will complete it, cut it out, and have put your story cube together. So let's review our success criteria. Our learning intention was we're learning about Dreamtime stories, and today we looked at how the koala got its stumpy tail. To be successful, I can identify the main message of that Dreamtime story. I can discuss what the Dreamtime story was trying to teach us. That would be the message. I can use adjectives when I'm writing my answers about the story in my cube. And of course, using punctuation, full stops, and capital letters in my writing. When you've finished your cube, as always, like we did last time, take a photo and post it to our Class Dojo portfolio. Have fun, guys!